Okay, so we have Natisha, Hiedeman, and Ty Harris. Questions?
If they answer for both of us, you answer.
Christos?
Hello, ladies. How are you today?
Good.
Great. Question for both of you. What did you learn about the team after the first two games of the season?
I think that, we're beginning to gel. Obviously a lot of new stuff, new players. So still just working out the kinks and being on the same page with everything, but just making reads. And I think that game by game, even though we only played two, it's getting better each game. So I would say that we're open to learning and doing our best at learning and feel really confident about it. Taisha?
And also about the chemistry of the team. How can you see the chemistry build from the beginning of the preparation until now?
I think we hang out with each other a lot off the floor, so that helps with just on-court chemistry. Just hanging out, learning each other tendencies, and just knowing what everybody likes to do.
Okay, Tarika?
Hey, you guys did a fantastic job defensively, keeping this team to under 40% shooting, 20% from three. As much as there's been talk, and this is for both of you, as much as there's been talk about how the style of play for Connecticut is different this year, how important is it to still remain with that core piece of your team, which is being defense first?
Yeah, I think, defense wins championships, wins games, and we got a solid base that we're really trying to implement. And we have beyond January really honing in on defense with us and in our ear all the time and making us better. But I think, defense just comes with pride. And I think a lot of my teammates, including myself, are very prideful, and we take defense very personal. So just playing defense hard, it's an effort thing. So we got a bunch of killers on the team and dogs. So I think that's where that really stems from.
One more for you, Swaggy. Seems like this team also just kind of, especially on Sunday, had a little bit of a slow start offensively. What are you guys doing, or what are you telling yourselves to kind of try to get a little bit better with starting out the gate a little bit hotter? Washington is a team that also wants to play defensively pretty strong. So how do you, get yourself in that mindset to be a little bit quicker on the offensive end?
Yeah, we did have a slow start, but that happens sometimes. And we just figuring out how to, honestly, it's really energy, how we come out. Obviously, we had some good looks, they just weren't going in. So just making those shots and being consistent on the offense end and not really letting offense affect our defense too much, or vice versa. So just going at it with the mindset that the next shot's going in, and just keeping the flow going regardless.
Brendan?
Hi, T. Hi, Ty. First one's for Ty. Nice to meet you, Brendan. Do the broadcast on TV. I'm sure I'll see you around. I know it's been kind of a hectic three games in 5 days to start the year. Ty, just now that you've played two games and you're doing everything now at game speed as opposed to practice, and you're going against your own teammates, how are you getting acclimated learning new teammates just a couple games in?
Yeah, I try to do a lot of film work outside of practice, just watching the plays, watching our players. I watch some of them overseas throughout the summer, just watching to see how they play. Honestly, our practices are kind of harder than the games, and that's meant to be like that because we practice against our boys who are faster, stronger, and we go do a lot of up and down. So I get acclimated there and just try to bring that over to the game.
In a follow-up to that, Stephanie White after the game Sunday gave you a shout out for, I think it was a play at the end of the game defensively, a box out you had to set up an offensive rebound, something of that nature to just give your team another possession. Is it easy to play with players like DB, AT, and Breezy, and as far as like their intensity level and their activity level to match up to what the bar they set?
For sure. They set a standard. I just remember even last year playing against them, it was always hard playing against Connecticut, just their force, their power on defense, how fast they move, and just, like I said, their championship standard. So playing with them is a lot of fun because they hold me up to that standard and I got to play at that level, and it's just good basketball all around.
I've got one for Swaggy. Natisha, you mentioned when playing for Bree January. I'm curious, how's that been in terms of just a couple years ago you were teammates and now you're getting her perspective as a coach.
Mhm.
How has your relationship continued to develop, and how is it just a little different now with her as a coach in terms
Yeah.
of that?
So back when I played with B Jan, like I said, great leader, really took me under her wing and, you know, was a great vet to me. Now having her on the coaching staff, I think it's exactly the same. The carryover and just her passion and her willingness to help and get players better when she was a player and when she's the coach, it's literally the same thing. It was like she was a coach when we were playing. So just having that, I think it's so crucial to have that on the coaching staff. Just because, you know, she's been in our position and not even that long ago, she's been in our position. She knows the in and out of the game, and she just knows us players and what we need to do to be successful.
And kind of this one's for both of you. Just how are you both helping each other? Because, like, you know, Ty, you got the minutes at the end of the game, and Stephanie said, I felt like it was the right lineup to stay on the floor at the end because she felt things were going well. Natisha, from your perspective, what are you doing from the bench to try and get in Ty's ear and vice versa when one's playing? And sometimes I know you're playing together, but what's the dynamic like between the both of you trying to help each other?
Yeah, this is my evil twin right here. So we know that we're the point guards. That's gonna be on the floor, that's gonna be holding it down. And I think that we have a really good relationship on and off the court and understanding of what we need to bring to the team. And it's like our job. And I think we kind of just have this like mindset that we have to do it together. Like we know one person can't do it, so we're doing it together. And I think it's great. Like for example, you said last game, the flow and the end of the game was perfect, and they held it down, and it's the reason we won the game. So I think we have a really good understanding and we have a good relationship, and we definitely talk to each other 100% during the game. So it's nice.
Yeah. Sorry, one more follow-up too. Ty, how did it feel to see that three go in there in the fourth quarter? I know you'd missed your first few shots. You had some struggles in Indiana, and you finally see one go in. How'd that one feel in a big moment?
It felt great. I'm honestly, because like in practice, it's cool, everything's going through, but it just went to the game. Translating it is a little different, but I'm gonna stay focused, stay humble, stay just positive. Honestly, they'll fall sooner or later. But back to her, yeah, we talk all the time. We talk tremendously. I texted her, I think like the night before, it was like, what are the defensive schemes? And she told me, so like we always are in each other's ear.
She calls you an evil twin. What do you call T?
No, she's my evil. She's the evil, and I'm just a twin, but it's okay.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
And I'm not evil.
We know the truth.
Yeah.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you. Talk to you later on.
Bye, guys.
Okay, I think that's it. Thank you.